Rated articles.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this video, or whatever time you're watching this video. In fact, have a absolutely perfect day. Now let's crack on with it. We have got today, when I get it out of my pockets, I probably should have started with it out. Here we go. We have got the Who Knives V1, and we are going to be stripping this bad boy down and just giving it a little cheeky tickle and Loctiting it back up, and then we will be sending it over to Spratly Copperwerks, or Spratly Copperwerks. That is Jack over at Spratly Copperwerks. Had a dumb moment for a second there. Yeah, he's going to be completely anodizing this. It's going to look absolutely sweet as when he is done with it, I hope. He's done a few of them before, so it should be pretty sweet. So yeah, there it is. That's my caddy, if you wanted to know. Made by Lauren Leather. Absolutely dope guy. Go check him out if you want some leather goods. He's a super cool dude. Oh, and I forgot to say, actually, when I find it, Carl, who obviously is at Who Knives, I got this off of him. This is a wee dope piece of kit. I've added this little lanyard on here, but check this out. This is a tack and tweeze by Terzola. I think that's Bob Terzola, I think, if I remember rightly. But you just screw it up there, and there we go. It has been an absolute lifesaver at work, especially getting splinters out of my hands. I get them on a daily basis. It sucks ass. And yeah, doing some chip work on the old PCBs. It's it doesn't actually expand too much, but in actual fact that's perfect size for some of the components on the PCB board that I use. So there we have it, and it comes with a dope little leather case, and I just keep that in my pocket. I did the keyring and the lanyard just so I could pull it out because it's a bit nifty, but hey ho. Anyway, you're not here to see that. I just thought that was a cool little piece that I got lately, and without further ado, let's get on with this bad boy. And we will show you exactly what's going on inside there, how I recess that clip, etc, etc. So we are going to be folding it over to the rear, because that is where you entrance the knife from. We get our bit driver, and I think it was a T6 if I remember rightly. We're going to start with the pivot, just loosen that off a bit. There we go, that's cool, nice and dandy. And we are going to start with the rear and fully take those bad boys out. I'll get one, put that there, and a number 2, get that sucker out there too. And then we will finally, I'm just going to pinch closed on this because it is a detent. It's got those detent bars in there that kind of act like a spring. They kind of push the scales out. So I'm just going to literally just pinch this closed whilst I get this last one out. And hopefully the collar will fall out with it, like so. Just put that over that side so I know that's there. And then lay that flat gently. And then there we go. It just kind of opens itself because, like I said, it's got those detent bars on there, in there, that kind of act like a little springy poo-poos. There we go. And just going to move this out of the way and go there. And just a closer look just at the, what's that? That's the pocket clip side. There we go. Now I'm just going to take these out just because we can, just to show you the cool inserts for the detent. Oh, that was a tough sucker in there. But with that, the same with this. Oh, that is a tough sucker. And let me just check they are both the same size. I'm pretty sure they are. Oh, nearly lost it. I call that same size. That's all good. And then I'm just going to lift this out here. And how thin is that? That's about yay thin, so it's not too thin actually. Is it about the thickness of a pocket clip? Just wondering here, just having a little wonders. It's actually thicker than the pocket clip itself. There we go. There we have it. And inside, that's what it looks like on that cool little cutout there. That's nice. That's nice machine milling going on right there. what I'm going to do whilst this is open, I'm just going to give it a quick clean on here because there's a little bit of excess oil going on. Just give it a nice old scrub, a dub. This is catching on my cloth. These are a bit proud. Yeah, on those cutouts there, as you can see. Sorry about the nails. I have been working on my 1980s vehicle. That is part of the reason why this video is late, because 1980s vehicles tend to break down when you use them as a daily, and sometimes it's fun, sometimes it really isn't. And also me coming down with the flu, that did not help one bit. So anyway, let's get cracking over here. You're just going to remove this blade as well, and we have the pivot, and just paying attention that the bearing has the cage on the inside. So as you can see, the cage is like that. So I call that the actual cage, because the balls are kind of in the cage. I don't know if that's true, but that's just how I remember it. And just remember that it's got to look like that on the outside when you put the blade back on. Keep that with this one here, and I'm just gonna see if that comes out. And there's your stop pin as well, quite a thick piece of titanium. I'm just gonna keep that when we get that. There we go. And there. And then we're going to remove this one here now too. Oh, that one wasn't too bad. That one was alright. And this one here. Tell you what, having the flu was not fun. I spent about a week and I was still working. It was absolutely cack of shit, I tell you. Not fun, but we got over it. We carried on because we're all troopers here. I know all of you lot are too. We're all troopers, man. So, giving this a quick clean as well. Just clean it around that pivot as well. That tube, just to get all the excess oil off. I think we got most of it. There's still a little bit there, but that is fine. That will do. And also, just to mention as well, on the scale, it's actually got these locating cutouts as well, which are pretty sweet. So it obviously locates bang on the money when you sandwich those scales together, along with over here. So there are the lugs, like so, and they fit in there like so. Pretty sweet. I like the design. Very nicely designed, Carl. Appreciate the little things, my friend. So I'm just going to pop this one back in here. That is a nice snug fit. Get our driver, get our screw, and we can get that on there. Yeah, man. There we go. One. And the second one is incoming. Two. Done. Just nip that one up. And we're going to do these ones as well, just so we don't lose the screws, because that is all nice and clean too. Human. Oi, 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 oi. Just being gentle not to cross thread anything, but that is nice and tight. Just a little bit of hair on there from my cleaning cloth. Hair. Very nice. Right. Got that one in there too now. And now I'm going to start on cleaning the blade. Just give that a quick wipey woos, because that's what we do. Get all in that cage there as well. Just check on the other side too. That is all nice and shiny and good to rock and roll, I say. Right, so what we're going to do, we are going to put this pivot back on, and I'm just going to, wait, I say I was just going to put it on there. There we go, put it on that way round, so the cage, oh for fuck's sake, it's not going right today, is it? There we go. Get that tube on, get that sitting in there, keep that down like so. Just check that cage is in the right way. Yep. And then I'm just going to get my oil, wherever it may be. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to turn this blade over, and I'm literally just going to nosh a bit in here, not too much. That will be perfect. I'll probably just clean a little bit of that off. There we go, not too much at all. Get that on there, and then we will get our stop pin, push that one down just so we can line up our stop pin when we can. Come on. So much easier doing it when it's not on camera. Right, we're gonna take that off, and we're gonna put that in first. Should have probably done this in the first place whilst it was on camera. Would have been a lot easier. There we go. You fucking pelican. I should have done that in the first place. Right, and now I'm just going to hold that there. Just going to get a little dib dab do again. Nothing too special. A tiny weeny bit in there. Get our cage the right way round. Push that on there. And then we are going to put that on. But before, I just want to show you this, what I've done to this pocket clip. Let me get it out. Here we go. So as you can see on here, it is not a chamfered screw. However, on the pocket clip, I have now, when I get the screw out, I have now chamfered that in there. So it's not the greatest, and I'm quite happy as to where it is now, but that is chamfered in there, and it's not as close to the blade as it once was, and I'm happy with that. So that is me done. However, Carl is releasing some other pocket clips for the V1 that do sink in really well. I think they are stainless steel, because this, even trying to get that chamfered was a bit of a pain in the arse, I'm not gonna lie. However, it you know, it doesn't look pretty from this point of view, but once it's on there, it really isn't that bad at all. Now the tricky bit is just getting this on, because once we get that there, you kind of have to just gently hold it, try and pop that screw in. I say try, this is a first if this works. This is all on camera, kind of blind. Alright, just get that started, line this up, try not to scratch the underside or the back side of it. There we go, and she's nesting in pretty well. Just nipping her up there, and as you can see, it is not too bad and not coming out too much as to what it was before anyway. So we will now get this scale back on there and feel a little bit of pressure due to obviously those detent springs or bars, and usually there is a little click like so, and that is there. Again, I'm going to hold this, and I'm just going to hold that pivot there as well on the underside so it doesn't pull out. I'm just going to get my collar, push that back in, and get our pivot screw just to hold it in just for 1 second, just so we can get the other screws done up. So I'm just nipping this up. Actually, I've done a big boo-boo. Let's just take that out. Almost forgot one of the most important things on this knife, because we need some Loctite. I've got some Loctite 248. This has been perfectly fine for mine. It's not too strong and it holds. So I'm just going to get this out like so, and I'm just purely going to just get a little bit on here. Not too much, literally probably that is too much probably, but it will do. Jack's going to have fun getting this undone, so it's not my problem. Good luck, mate. Try not to cross thread that. Get that in there, just so it's just finger tight on there, and then we will do the rears as well. And just to note as well, the rears are exactly the same size as well, so it doesn't matter what way you put those in, that is not a problem. And we'll get our Loctite again, just get a little tiny dab on here, that will do. I'm just going to start right at the rear now, get that one on there. This is probably way too much Loctite, but I'm sending it to Jack so he can have a little bit of fun with it when he takes it apart, because that's what friends do. Just get that ready there. Let's see if we can do it on the driver. No. Boy, yo. Human. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Right, get rid of that excess. Get that bad boy in there. Again, without cross threading it, because sometimes I have done that and it's a pain in the fucking arse. Shouldn't have done it. There we go. So those two are done it up quite nice and tight. Not too tight because the thread lock's going to hold anyway. And now I'm just going to, like I said, I've just done this up finger tight. Just going to see if the centering's all right on there. That looks good. Feel the action. It's not too shabby. I think I might just tweak it up just a little bit, just a little notch. Nothing too special. There we go. That feels much more solid. Nice flick out, nice flick in, not too loose. Happy days. There we have it. That is the Who Knives V1 teardown. Hope you enjoyed it. And I hope Jack enjoys taking this one apart, because we used a fair bit of this. Good luck, Jackie boy. Right, there we have it. Again, sorry about the delay on this video. Like I said, life has just got in the friggin' way. I'm not a man for excuses, however, it has just been a little bit too tough for me over the past 3 weeks. So I appreciate it if you have stayed for this long, and hopefully I will catch you on the next one. Stay happy, stay safe, stay shaving sharp.